guys, welcome back to the Shannon Show podcast. So today's podcast is going to be a review of Love Island episode 10. Today's episode was continuing off last episode's dates. Obviously in the preview we knew there was an episode jam-packed with the aftermath of the dates drama. Obviously at the beginning of the episode it's Maura and Danny and Elma and Anton, and their dates go pretty well. After the date, I definitely think Danny, as I suspected, I don't think Danny is really that attracted to Yewande. I feel like his type is tanned white girls. I feel like that's the category he falls into. He did say that he likes tanned girls, but I believe that just means tanned white girls. So I think that's what he's into. And like I said, it was just a kind of gameplay thing going with Yewande because Molly was interested in Tommy. So yeah, Yewande, and the thing is, I'm rooting for my girl Yewande, but I'm disappointed in her conduct because I feel like she should know by now that Danny has just been using her, and I feel like she needs to, and the fact that she's just been very horrible at flirting. To add to that, I just feel like she just needs to be quiet. Honestly, the girls, I'm not sure if the boys are there too. The cameras just seem to be like it's the girls up there on the patio, which is again problematic in itself, reacting. And also it's obviously it's coming across on camera that they're being very petty and very jealous, but for me I feel like the amount of noise that they're making is very ridiculous and very suspect, and I feel like it's the producers going and saying, oh, we need you to react, we need you to go overboard, like this is going to make good TV. And I feel like they're acting up to that, and it just feels really fake and very phony. Maybe Molly May might be genuine, but I feel like everybody else joining in, I feel like maybe that's the producers saying, oh, kind of going off of Molly's lead and saying, oh yeah, this will make a really good scene, let's go with that. So yeah, personally, I wouldn't be up on the patio making that much noise for Tommy or Danny of all people. Like, they're so average looking. And I feel like because he has blue eyes, people just categorize him as like this really hot guy. But I don't even think Tommy is that hot. So it's just very strange behaviour. If I was there, I would feel embarrassed to be... I'd feel embarrassed to actually go to the trouble of making that much noise to try and distract somebody, that I'm trying to get with on a date. Especially when we're not even official yet, like they're not even exclusive with each other. They literally, Molly and Tommy literally got together like the day before. So it just feels very bizarre and strange to me. You'd assume that they'd know that wasn't a good look to have. I feel like they should be playing it cooler than they are, but that's why I think like it's the producers saying stuff to them like to act up for the cameras. So Elma's quite smart. She knows she hasn't really got that much of a chance with Tommy. She knows that Tommy's head's been turned by Maura, so she kind of says that her options are kind of looking like either Anton or Danny. Obviously Anton, nobody wants him, so she'll pretty much get him if she wants him. But then obviously Danny and Yewande, I'm not sure. I feel like Danny prefers Maura. Like if Maura was like to Danny, like, I want to be with you, he would like instantly say yes. But I'm not sure who he'd pick between Elma and Yewande. So Maura is officially my favourite. Her energy, I need her to bottle her energy so I can inject it. I'm living for her this episode. She literally does not give a flying fuck. So after the dates, obviously the girls introduced themselves to the whole house. Amber's being a bit standoffish. Michael and Danny aren't really impressed with how the girls on the patio were conducting themselves, which is understandable. So Michael and Amber get into an argument, and personally I feel like the girls were acting ridiculous. They were taking the piss. But also I feel like the boys should also understand. I feel like the boys should also understand that. I don't understand why it'd be such a shock for them that the girls were behaving in like a jealous manner, that the girls would be jealous that they're on dates with, you know, attractive women, especially Maura. She's fucking fit, like she's beautiful. Of course they're going to be intimidated. Of course they're going to be jealous. So I feel like I don't get why they're so confused by that concept. I feel like Michael, especially if he really liked Amber, obviously Amber can be a bit bitchy, so I feel like maybe he's just kind of frustrated because it's kind of like how he's been really trying with her and that she's just been just consistently bitchy. But I feel like when she tried to talk to him, he should have basically especially knowing how Amber is, if he really liked Amber, then I feel like he should have come at it from a different point of view, like, you know, saying like, obviously I know I'm on a date with you know, an attractive girl. I just want you to know that I still want to be with you. Like I still want to continue things with you. My head wasn't turned, but how you conducted yourself wasn't okay. And I feel like for Michael to get that angry over a date with somebody who he supposedly wouldn't have his head turned for was. I feel like it was a bit ridiculous, or it's either ridiculous or suspicious. So it's either ridiculous, like he's making it a bigger deal than it has to be, or it's a thing where like, do you really like Maura? Would your head be turned for Maura? And is that why you're annoyed that they quote unquote kind of like try to mess up your date? Danny's also kind of like obviously annoyed about like the noise. He kind of like talks to Yewande. They have a more amicable conversation. Yewande doesn't really apologize. She doesn't apologize, which you know I can rate her for that, because obviously, yeah, like if I was really like somebody and then I had to see them, well, she could have just went inside, to be honest. But if I knew that they were going on a date with a really attractive person, I would feel a bit jealous, and I would feel a bit, you know, wondering, you know, does he still like me? Does he prefer her? Like, where do we stand? I wouldn't have conducted myself in the same way, but I can understand why she did. And I don't think she took it as far as the other girls or Molly, of course. So, yes, you know, she said what she said, she laughed what she laughed, and I feel like they did that beef. I'm still not sure where Danny's head is at in regards to whether he's going to be swayed by Elma, because I don't think he has a chance with Maura. Obviously, Molly's just being she's taking it really bad. She's being really loud, and I'm not sure, she's not really being standoffish. She's just being very loud, like trying to make her presence known. I feel like she was trying to do that. She kind of sensed that Tommy did like the date and did like Maura, and you know, she was talking to Maura, like telling her like, oh, Tommy told me all of this stuff, Tommy told me all of this stuff, and he told me that he really liked me and that his head wouldn't be turned for anyone and all of this stuff to Maura. I feel like she was trying to convince Maura that she shouldn't pursue him. And Maura was kind of like nodding her head. But I felt like, but obviously, as we saw in the confessional, Maura doesn't give a fuck. Like, she likes Tommy. She knows Tommy likes her, and that's that. Like, bet he's her man now. So, you know, don't cry, don't beg. I'm still taking your man. So, yeah, I'm here for the drama. I'm loving the drama tonight. But I do think Molly is being very extra, and yeah, I hate to see it, but I love to see it too. At the end of the episode, Molly and Tommy finally talk to each other, and Tommy finally uses his chest and basically says, you know, you've never really shown that much interest in me until the new girl comes in and you feel threatened. And she's saying all of this rubbish like, oh, I have trouble expressing my feelings, yada, yada, yada. But we all know the real tea. Tommy was basically the best thing in the house. And now she feels threatened. She probably feels like she's going to be dumped from the island soon. And she's just making up all of these excuses. And another thing is, it's obviously a bruise to her ego that she is not the girl that everybody wants anymore. So yeah, Anton checks her. Curtis comes in the room and cuts it off. When Curtis came to the room, I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, fuck off. Like, it's not every day be the voice of reason. Like, sometimes just let people argue. Like, we need some fucking entertainment. So that's pretty much how the episode ends. The preview is looking like it's going to continue. I feel like Molly again is I feel like I'm not sure what Molly's aim is, because it's clear that Tommy's head's been turned, but she's still kind of like talking with Maura. I feel like she's trying to be that person where it's like, oh, my boyfriend cheated on me with some other girl, but I'm trying to be friends with the other girl because technically she wasn't the one cheating on me. It was my boyfriend cheating on me, so I'm going to be mature and not blame her. But she does blame her. And yeah, I'm interested to see that, because Maura ain't no punk bitch. Like, she says it how it is. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving her. I'm really excited to see more of her and more of the straight talking drama we have. Crazy Amy, she's been taking a breather. She hasn't got as much screen time as she usually does. So I think the producers have told her that she needs to take a chill pill and chill out. So yeah, overall, it was a really good episode. I think that's been the best episode of the season yet. Anna was quite vocal today. I feel like she was being a bit meddly, a bit of a gossip today. I feel like she's gotten really bored and she's just started drinking and started drama. I guess we'll see tomorrow. Obviously, at this point, I was thinking maybe there was going to be an elimination next week, but I feel like it's going to be at the end of the week, probably. On the Friday or Sunday episode, there's going to be an elimination of some sort. Also, at the end of the episode, Amber and Michael make up, so it looks like they're still good. So on Twitter, everybody seems to love Maura. Everybody loves that she's straight talking. Everyone thinks that she's really attractive. So it looks like the public are really rooting for Maura and Tommy. And on Twitter, everybody is really happy. Everybody seems really happy that Tommy is finally using his chest, talking, saying what he really feels, not kind of trying to make things sound nice. And of course, people find it really funny that his head has been turned. Like, everybody knew that he was just chatting a load of crud, and that when the next best thing came in, he wasn't gonna back down from the chance to have something with said girl that wouldn't turn his head, allegedly. Everybody on Twitter seems to be really rooting for Amber and Michael. It seems like perhaps could be like a favourite couple. Obviously, Amy and Curtis, I feel like people are starting to get bored of them. And Joe and Lucy, they've been keeping it quite low-key. I feel like they are a bit boring too, to be honest. Not as boring, but I don't think they're as annoying as Amy and Curtis. But I feel, yeah, nobody's really checking for Lucy and Joe. So perhaps Amber and Michael could be a surprise horse in the race to the final. And Molly May can't catch a break on Twitter as well as the show. People are still not liking her. She hasn't really done herself any favours this episode. And I feel like people wouldn't be sad to see the back of her. Honestly, Molly has been annoying this episode, but she was a root cause of the drama, and I feel like if she goes, the house is going to be boring. So for that reason only, I'd like her to stay in the house. But I do feel like she might be vulnerable of getting eliminated somehow. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the show. Did you like it? Did you think it was a bit too extra? Do you feel like the drama was a bit too extra? Do you think the producers were doing too much to make it entertaining? Let me know what you think of the new girls. Are you liking Maura? Alma, she hasn't really received that much airtime as Maura, so I feel like there is a bit of bias there. But let me know what you think of Maura. Do you think she's too confident? Do you think she's laying it on a bit too thick, too early? Do you think she should have played hard to get? What do you think? Do you think Molly was justified in kicking off like she did, or do you feel like she should have calmed down a lot? And yeah, let me know if you think Danny and Yewande are still good, or if you think that Danny will perhaps be, if you think that Danny will perhaps if you think Danny's head will be turned towards Elma. So yeah, so tomorrow's episode kind of just looks like it's going to carry on from the drama of today. So I don't think it's going to be as entertaining as this episode, but I guess we'll see. And also, if you haven't yet, follow me on Twitter. I usually live tweet in the episode. My handle is @shannonfabuloso, so that's SHANNONFABULOSO. It's also in the description. And feel free to tweet me your opinions during the show. And yeah, that's the end of the podcast. So I'll see you tomorrow. Until next time, guys. Bye.